Hello everyone and welcome to our another exciting lecture series on microeconomics, and I'm your instructor Jamal Haiter. Okay, we are starting a brand new chapter 17 from your book, and we call it Monopolistic Competition. So remember, this is another market which is monopolistic and then competition. So pay close attention to this word again: monopolistic competition. Monopolistic and competition. So basically this market is a combination of both competition and monopoly. So let's explore this chapter. Okay, so in perfectly competitive markets, so there are two types of market. One is imperfect market and one is perfect market. So we have two extremes here. This is called perfect competition and perfectly imperfect. So which mean we are talking about perfectly competitive market, we have competitive market, perfectly imperfect market, which is called monopoly. Let me just erase here monopoly, and in between we have oligopoly and monopoly sorry, monopolistic competition. So we're going to talk about all these imperfect competitive markets. So all these imperfect competitive market has some feature of monopoly and has some feature of oligopoly. So the agenda of this lecture is that we are going to examine the markets that have some feature of monopoly and some feature of competition. So this market structure which we are studying here, we call this monopolistic competition. So let's explore that. So the characteristics of monopolistic competition is that it has some feature of monopoly and some feature of competition. So the monopolistic competition, so pay close attention to the question that gonna be asked. First of all, you have to identify the market, whether this question is asking about perfect competitive market or competitive market. If the question says competitive market, we already mean this, we are talking about perfectly competitive market. And if we talk about monopoly, so there are going to be words monopolistic or monopoly. And if this is a combined word of monopolistic competition, then we are talking about this lecture or this market here. Okay, so the characteristics of monopolistic competition is that there are many sellers. In addition to many sellers, the next one is product differentiation, which means there is no identical product. Products are not identical. We have non-identical products. Free entry and exit. And the fourth one is price maker, not price taker. Amazing, right? So did you notice here that the characteristics of monopolistic competition has some characteristics of monopoly and some characteristics of perfect competition. So there are many sellers. This condition belongs to free entry and exit. This condition belongs to competition. And then we have price maker, not price taker. That belongs to monopoly, right? Unique product or different product, that belongs to also monopoly, right? So let's explore this further. So now let's shed some light on the characteristics of monopolistic competition. Number one that we discussed was many sellers. So there are many firms competing for the same group of products. So product example include books, right? Each book is unique, right? Even the the notebook that are using, they are different. It has unique, like we have A4 size, we have A5 size, legal size, A6 size, small size notebooks, right? Then we have CDs, movies, computer games, restaurants, piano lessons, cookies, furniture. Did you notice something here? We have many sellers, right? Offering same products? No, offering different products. Okay, we talk about this in our product differentiation chapter slide that will further clarify your ambiguity right now. Here we go, the product differentiation characteristics. So each firm produces a product that is at least slightly different from those of other firms. So you can think many of the examples, but let's just take the example of beauty soap. So you can find different companies selling beauty soap with different additives. For example, one company added oil, palm oil. The other company introduces its own beauty soap with coconut oil, other almond oil, other add milk, right? So they are both the beauty soap, but they have at least slightly different ingredients or different shapes. They can maybe the same palm oil beauty soap but have different shapes, right? Colors. So products, the products are not 100% the same identical products. They are at least slightly different products. The third one was market maker, sorry, price maker. So rather than be a price taker, each firm forces a downward sloping curve, which means their price is subject to law of demand, right? So they can increase or decrease the price. They can set the price according to their demand as well. They can decrease the demand, they can increase the demand. So they have some influence over price. The fourth one, free entry or exit. So firms can enter or exit the market without any restriction. So the number of firms in the market adjust until economic profit zero. That was the condition for uh, competition or perfect competition, right? So in competition, long run, no one will survive until your economic profit is equal to zero. What was the condition over there? That price is equal to average total cost in long run, right?